Listen to Inside the Gorilla Position with Jason, Rumble, and the boys. Hey, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I want you to listen to Inside the Gorilla Position with Jason, Rumble, and the boys.
Good evening. Happy New Year to everyone out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And I know it's been a while. Exactly November 20 or November 22nd was our last time we're on chatting. Busy lives. Some of us on here going through daily stressful lives that getting our mental health back together and our lives back together tended to be more important to get that stuff straightened out in all of our lives and then return. And we're here. And we're going to talk some pro wrestling tonight. On the slate, we're going to talk we're definitely going to talk Vince McMahon. That's the number one thing we are going to talk. And then we'll get into some things from 2022 and then back into what we will prognosticate for 2023. And as always, I like to pull in the people who are first that enter the studio. And it's very surprising that the APOC beat Adam Jack Pelly to the punch tonight. So let me bring in the APOC. Not only did you beat Adam Jack Pelly to the punch, but you're sitting on a couch just like he would be sitting on.
Yeah, well, my life is a little bit different right now.
Yeah, brother, I'm very sorry to hear that, man.
You don't know the gist of it, my friend. December 22nd, I got ran over by a car.
Oh my God.
Yep.
What?
Ran over by Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, it gets better. And I'm just getting over COVID.
Okay. COVID and getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
What was worse?
And the car broke 2 ribs.
Oh,
dislocated
shit.
my pelvis. Yeah.
Oh.
Dislocated my pelvis. My hip was dislocated. My ankle was dislocated. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Are you even working?
Nope.
I would imagine because you drive a truck.
I'm going back Monday.
Your clutch leg's going to be okay?
I drive an automatic.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Now, was the result of the car accident from the stress of your daily life that you've been going through?
No. I was leaving work. I was walking through the parking lot at work, and a kid that was on his phone and just ran me over.
You can't. What?
So I didn't get into a car accident. I got hit physically by a car.
Holy crap, dude.
Yep.
What was the kid like after he hit you?
He was in shock. I mean, I was pretty banged up. I mean,
I would imagine so.
Thank God for wrestling because I was able to tuck my head. But I went the next day. I went the next day to my primary care doctor.
Yeah.
X-rays, and I have the rib right here underneath my left boob near my heart
Yep.
is
Ooh.
is broke, and the other one's fractured.
Now, a piece probably could have brutally broken off, and things could have went really bad from there. I believe,
Yeah, I
correct?
could have. Yeah, if it
Could have
broke off
punctured your
completely,
heart.
my lung too. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's been a an eventful end of 2022 and a shitty beginning of 2023.
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I don't have a problem. I mean, we're on live. I don't give a shit. I own up to it. So October 17th, I had a mental breakdown, and I ended up putting my hands on my wife, which anybody who knows me is not who I am.
Yeah, I know that.
I was arrested. I'm facing 3 charges of domestic violence. She accused me of cheating on her, which I never did. It's been a nightmare ever since. I love my wife more than anything in this world, and I would do anything to fix it. But the problem is that she's become very nasty about the whole thing, and got a restraining order put on me, and has been harassing me ever since.
Oh wow.
I have 4 pages of phone calls, texts. I literally had to block her because the abuse on social media has been outstanding.
Wow.
Sorry for asking, Mike. Where are you living? Are you still at the same place?
No. I had to get my own apartment.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, I had to. So all my stuff, like my T-shirt stuff, is all there. She won't give it to me. She thinks she owns half of it, which she doesn't. My motorcycle is there.
Oh wow.
I've been trying to get my bike back since this happened, and because she's a co-signer on the loan, she thinks that she owns the bike, and she doesn't. I mean, I used to be a bill collector for the IRS. I know my shit. She has no rights to my bike whatsoever. She's gonna be rudely surprised when if we get divorced. I mean, she's filed for divorce, which is fine, but she's going to be surprised when she has to turn over a bike to me immediately. Like, I'm not playing games anymore. Again, I love my wife. What I did was wrong. I immediately went and got help. I was diagnosed as bipolar disorder, which we probably already knew that from back in the day.
Yeah.
They're testing me for CTE because I keep getting headaches.
Yeah.
It just was suicidal. I tried to kill myself in November. If the rope didn't break, I wouldn't be here.
Oh man.
And I'm not as a woe as me. I'm just letting, because I haven't talked to you. You were supposed to call me. You never did.
I apologize, buddy. I'm a bad friend.
Got their stuff. No, you're not. And,
no, I am.
Just
because I didn't. You would take the second for me, and I feel I need to do the same for you. So I apologize. I really do. You've always been there for me.
Kelly called me, and
yeah.
I mean, Kelly called me, and I told him. And the thing of it is that really gets me now and irritates me is that she has become friends with Olivia's mother, which has that person has done the most mental damage to me at everything. So they're out there, both of them on social media bashing me. See, Nicole, I can't do nothing to right now because I have a restraining order on. But Janet's going to have a rude awakening when I file contempt of charges against her and I sue her for defamation of character and slander, because that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm not. What I did was wrong, 110%. I own it every day. I hate myself every day for what happened, because that's not who I am. I do not do that stuff. I had a psychotic mental breakdown. I immediately went to the doctors. I'm on Zoloft and Trazodone for my depression. And, and it started with turning 50, and the realization, I lost 2 people in my family a year. My aunt, who I was very close to, died in September. So
I know
that messed me up. And, everyday life and distress, and and she's not innocent in this whole thing. My wife's an alcoholic, and
I did not know.
you go home for a day, and, yeah, well, nobody really knows, and I don't care anymore. You know, when you come home from a 14-hour day and you have a stomachache driving home, is she going to be sober? Is she going to be passed out on the couch? You know what I mean? And I begged her for over a year to get help, and she chose to work me by listening to online stuff and not participating in AA. So, like, when but that's no excuse. You know what I mean? That's just part of the problem. You know what I mean? I blame COVID for a lot of my marital issues because we were both home together for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, you're stuck in the house with somebody for a year and a half, and it gets, you don't have that separation of going to work and seeing each other at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All of a sudden it becomes 24/7, 365. Right.
Yeah. And again,
I guarantee you're not the only person in this boat or an only couple in this boat.
No. Yeah. I mean, my therapist said the same thing. I mean, I go to therapy every 2 weeks. I wish it was more, but it's what I can afford right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the only good thing of it is I got a settlement out of getting hit by a car. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's helping me being out of work for 3 weeks, but I'm paying.
Mike, if it means anything, I've prayed for you, and I'm writing my 11th book right now, and I was writing about a young kid that goes to Yankees games, and I thought about you when I was writing about the Yankees.
That a boy. So yeah, I mean, it's
fucking kiss ass.
Oh, we go on. You know what I mean?
Hey, at least he said something, didn't go.
I haven't, the only good thing about really the good thing in my life right now is that I am down to 295.
Good for you, buddy.
Oh, right on, man.
And I started at almost 360 in March of last year.
226 down to 180, and I can't get get past the 180.
Yeah,
I can't get past it
right now.
Can't get past it, buddy.
No matter what
I eat the same. I eat the same. Now I started exercising. I've gone and started working out again. That's what I do for a living, for crying out loud. And you would figure that I would work out,
right?
But teaching 12 to 15 high school kids 90 minutes times 4. Yeah. My stress level is through the roof. That the last thing I honestly want to look at is a weight room. No lie.
No, I hear you. I mean, once my ribs are healed, I'm going to start working out again. But the doctor told me it's going to be like 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Working out's the easy part. It's the diet that's hard for me.
Well, that's how I did it. I changed my whole diet, and the weight just came off.
Yeah.
But COVID kicked my ass. I started feeling kind of crappy on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was just because the weather was so warm out. And then Monday night, I was throwing up, and I had a really bad headache. I'm like, oh, this is not good. So I tested on Tuesday, and I was positive.
I've had a couple little head colds. Now I got another little head cold coming up because it got warm up here.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden it snowed out.
Yeah, I hear you, Rumble.
Yeah. My nose is a little tonight with the throat gimmick, and then I got to be back at school at 7 a.m. to take a 3.5-hour bus ride for a basketball game. And the guy who's driving our bus.
Why are you coming online at fucking 10:30 at night? And
because I wanted to talk. And I had it in a while, and I was going to make it come true. And the guy who's driving my team, he doesn't like to drive the coach bus because of how the seat bounces up and down. So I'm stuck in one of them old school yellow buses for 3.5 hours.
Right.
7 hours total. So 9 to 10 hours of my day tomorrow is absolutely going to blow.
And then, so today, I lost my sense of smell.
Oh, wow.
The whole week, I was fine. I tested negative today. I lost my sense of smell. So the doctor said it should be back by Monday.
Yeah.
Goes for a couple of days and comes back. But yeah, so the last time when we went on the air and I said, I wasn't having a bad night.
Yeah.
I was living in a hotel room, dude.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't coming online living in a hotel room.
Yeah.
It was, it took me, this happened October 17th. It took me a month and almost a month to find a place to live. And, it's not a bad place, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
$1,600 for a 1-bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, because that's just the way the economy is now,
Yeah. We have a housing crisis here in Halifax. Like, it's hard for anybody to find an apartment.
Yeah, it's not, and it's, I miss my life. I miss my wife. I miss my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the stuff that she's doing, and I get she's hurt, but, I guess the saying goes, people show their true colors, because if I was that type of person, I would have harassed her.
Yeah.
From the rip, and I have not. I have not called her. I have not gone near her. I have not done anything, because it's just not who I am.
Yeah.
Do I want to talk to her? Absolutely. Do I want to see her? Yeah, but it's just I can't, because I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want to make it worse. So it's just a hard thing to deal with right now. I mean, my depression is up and down some days. The medication I'm on works. I don't have the suicidal thoughts that I used to have. So,
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
That's the most important part about mental illness. You got to take your medication, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking it every day. I'm going to pop a trazodone before I go, once I get off of here, and it'll knock me out for the night.
There you go.
But, because I wasn't sleeping. I was, like, sleeping 2 hours a night up the whole night. Sleeping all day. It sucks, dude. Like,
that's the worst.
I mean, getting hit by the car, like, they called her, and she was like, yeah, I don't believe it, and hung up the phone.
What?
Like, why would I have somebody call you and say I got hit by a car?
Wow.
To get sympathy? Yeah, like, I literally had to post the police report on Twitter and say, yep, I'm lying. Because that's what I was getting. That I lied about it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I haven't, our marriage wasn't all bad, but, like, you listen to other people who lie.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, I'm the devil. I'm the bad guy. So you want me to be a bad guy, I'll be a bad guy. And I don't want to be the bad guy. I just want to try to work it out, but I don't think it's going to happen. So,
Well,
anyways, on the wrestling.
So the big news, obviously, in 2023, there's been tons of things going on, but the biggest thing is what I posted today that I found rather intriguing, that I kind of knew it was going to come back in a way, shape, and or form, with Vince McMahon coming back into the loop for WWE. I'll and then what people were saying, and everybody's going to think he's there and he's not.
No.
He's not there for that.
I think he understands the product is getting better without him, so he leaves it in the hands of the people that have it.
I can tell you right now that company's going to be sold to NBC.
I can already see it. Absolutely. Can I tell you, Mike? I don't think NBC is going to get it. I think you're going to. This is my honest opinion. I believe Fox is going to give him a price that he is not going to be able to refuse.
Right.
I just got this feeling. Like, I can picture Monday Night Raw on Fox. Okay. I can just picture it. I can picture the product on Fox. Like I said, I've always believed that ESPN could be something like, imagine Monday Night Raw moving to ABC. What has ABC really had on a Monday night prime time other than when they had Monday Night Football and Monday moved their Monday night broadcast to ESPN?
Well, I'm hoping that it doesn't go to Fox, because I stream and I don't get Fox.
Well,
I'd like to see Disney pick it up.
Well, see, I think that the one problem with if Disney picks it up, you're going to get the complaint from the older fan that isn't looking for that child style of wrestling.
Right.
I believe the merchandise, like you can get the best of both worlds. The Attitude Era proves it. They sold merchandise, they got views. I know that AEW doesn't, to people, they don't have, like, to certain people, they don't have the best. But I will say this: people are watching that show. You know what I mean? Maybe not every one of us, but people are watching that show to tune in to see a more edgier style of wrestling, things that don't necessarily need to have a storyline, because to some fans the storyline is watching competitor A versus competitor B, because they've been watching these guys wrestle online or at other promotions and they want to see those two people come together. And the realization that we have to come to with AEW, that's why the promotion was created. And when somebody like Mike says it's a glorified indie promotion, Mike, without insulting them, yes, absolutely, it's a glorified indie promotion. But it's an indie promotion with $1 billion bank account and one of the best TV networks in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
so they do have an incredible platform to put their stuff on.
Yeah, but
most companies do.
But they're putting, like, Jeff Jarrett. Like, come on.
Yeah, Jarrett's only. I believe Jarrett's only on because Jarrett came in as part of the road team. He is there to promote house shows. But I think it's going to be fool's gold, and I think Jarrett will be gone. They'll get rid of Jeff Jarrett within a year.
I like what you said about Disney and being youth and like young oriented. Well, if the young kid wants to go to a show, the parents got to buy the tickets. He's going to buy the merch and stuff like that. And
yeah.
Disney has the most creative minds of writing there is. What they're doing with Star Wars.
I do not disagree with you. I'm one of the biggest proponents of saying that I believed ESPN Disney would be perfect for it. Picture Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair in front of Space Mountain with the Undertaker and having all these things. Yes,
you put the Hall of Fame in Disney.
You put the Hall of Fame in Disney. You could, but
yeah, I don't know.
I think that Triple H and Stephanie, I don't think that they want to steer the brand back towards being a total PG-friendly company.
No, they don't. You could tell by some of the stuff they're doing, especially with the Bray Wyatt stuff.
Yeah.
And you're right. The best angles pretty much of all time was the Attitude Era. So they can get back to that. They get back to the Attitude Era.
They don't really have to get back to the Attitude Era. Essentially,
the Attitude Era was a necessity.
Yes,
because WCW was beating the crap out of them. If WCW didn't beat the crap out of them, you probably never would have saw.
Oh, you would have seen Big Boss Man and Hakeem the Dream out there still.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean. So it wasn't. The Attitude Era wasn't like, oh, we're doing this now no matter what. It was a necessity. They had no choice because they were losing and getting ready to be shut down.
Absolutely. They had to put sex and risque shit on TV. One of the highest rated programs one of the highest rated spots is when they started doing the Brian Pillman shit. And when Austin went to Pillman's house, that's when they noticed that, my God, look at the ratings we got off that. And then you get the Attitude Era coming not very shortly right after that. It morphs into that. But I mean, like Freddie Prinze Jr., for instance, he had an interesting, I should have put it up, and he quoted about NXT, and I feel the same way, that right now NXT is giving promos and characters that it seems like Tom Pritchett and Vince McMahon are down there creating.
Yeah,
I like the fact they're bringing in WWE guys down.
Yeah, I like that how they're bringing it in, but I'm just gonna give one to you that I don't buy, and it's stereotypical and it's insulting to an Italian like me. I fucking hate the Tony D'Angelo bullcrap.
Yeah,
Stacks. And listen, the internet is too popular. Everybody knows who Tony D'Angelo was. He was a fucking Division I college wrestler. He was a fucking NCAA champion. Like, people know who he is. Like, to insult my intelligence and then to call some fucking meathead Stacks. Like, please. Like, and then another thing I didn't like, and my wife pointed this out, and my wife kind of likes wrestling, but doesn't really like wrestling. But that Dominic Dijakovic promo that they did Tuesday night, trying to be like MLW, and I bet I know who wrote that thing. And George Carroll, I love you, brother, but that was horrible.
Well, George Carroll's not writing for NXT. He's up at Raw.
Oh, okay. Well, the only reason why I say that because it was a very MLW Lucha Underground style of shoot.
Well, he was doing both shows. I don't know, but
it was NXT to me has been unwatchable.
Well,
it has to go back to black and gold like it used to be.
It is black and gold. It's the storylines and some of the talent they have that sucks.
Yeah.
Dijak, they should just let him be himself. Like the whole fucking Punisher gimmick, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't like it.
I don't mind him doing his gimmick. I hated the promo. Hated the vignette they did with him. I thought it was totally the shits.
I haven't watched NXT in probably a month.
Yeah.
One positive with NXT is Carmelo Hayes.
Yep.
He should.
Listen, there's some guys down there.
He should be in the Royal Rumble. I think he should be in the Royal Rumble.
Well, Hit Row went heel tonight, so don't be surprised if they add him to that.
He would make a beautiful Swerve Strickland replacement.
Yep.
Yeah. Agreed.
From what I understand, I've heard he's due to be called up soon.
Okay.
Very soon.
So we'll get to the whole more on the Vince in a minute. We might as well talk because I'm going to bring up her name. For 1 year, it became unwatchable, except for the fucking horniest motherfuckers in the world. It didn't matter that she couldn't wrestle, that she just showed tits and ass, and that would be Mandy Rose.
I think that's why she wanted to get into wrestling.
It was so insulting when I seen a person, and I had to keep my lip buttoned, but to compare her, other than looks-wise and attraction-wise, to Trish Stratus's wrestling fucking ability is putrid.
Yeah. Well, and then you have all the marks out there saying, "Oh, WWE fucked up." No, she broke a contract.
Yep.
Having an OnlyFans page is one thing, but selling nudes, that's WWE is a PG-13 company right now.
Even if it wasn't a PG-13 company, if I knew one of my performers was out there, like I just be honest with you, those things should be controlled by WWE relations, partial control, 50-50. If you want to have your own things, we have to help monitor it. As soon as you just can't have that. And then go ahead, Pelly. Go ahead.
Do you think that's why she got in? Do you think that's why she got into wrestling, as a show off for TNA?
No.
That's what she wanted to do.
No. I think she really was sincere getting involved. Because she was a Tough Enough contestant, I believe.
Yeah.
On the last one that had Hulk Hogan, Daniel Bryan. Yep.
She was, yep.
I really believe that, I believe she grew up being a wrestling fan, but I also believed that she had people in her ear that said, you could probably go far. You got the package. They just need to make you a worker.
Yeah. Well,
and I believe that's why she went into it. And then another thing is she was probably a stripper at one point in time.
I'm sure
so
she was more than that, but anyway.
You know what I mean? This was probably easy for her to do. Other than making sandwiches at her dad's. No, it's not.
It's not a big loss because most of the girls on NXT roster can replace her.
Oh, and the thing is, the two girls that are with her, I think they're the shits too.
Yeah, I mean,
it was horrible.
Gigi Dolan, she's not a good worker at all.
The
other girl's not bad, but the only reason why she's on TV because she got an ass she can bounce quarters off of.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think she can work. She couldn't work to save her life. You know what I mean? And there's very few of the people that I hired outside of the indies that could actually work. Like
Yep.
that whole experiment of taking somebody from like college football or whatever and training them their way and try to make them a star has failed.
It's horrible.
It's
I just think I could say one person that succeeded on that from going to the college to WWE. She hasn't wrestled a lot yet. It's that Sol Ruka.
Okay.
She's a fantastic worker, athletic.
I'll say this. It's very surprising knowing where Jade Cargill came from, how surprisingly damn good she's got in the 2 years she's been around pro wrestling.
She could be in WWE.
She is a better worker than Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey got the best training in the world and has been doing it for, 6 years now?
And she's still the shit. That girl, Jade Cargill, there's going to be money thrown at her when she's a free agent.
I'm glad the belt came off of Ronda. And I'm sorry, Mike, but I'm kind of glad the belt went on show.
Listen, it had to. If WWE, the writers and creative, there's rumors, there was tweets out there that it had to be done because the people who wrote it weren't believing it, that she was so, you know what I mean? It had to be done.
Yeah, I agree.
Had to be. And then you got people like Forbes, which I wish he was on here. You got people like...
Are you seriously can't believe he's not come on here?
Yeah. I wish he was on here.
Put his ass up.
I wish he would come on because he's one of the ones that wrote, Vince must have wrote that. Instead of seeing and saying, wow, nobody likes this broad Ronda Rousey. And Charlotte's the most credible worker they have right now on that roster.
Yeah. But the whole thing of it is like, so Sasha Banks' debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
Sucked.
Yep.
Do I think she's going to sign with AEW? Don't know. If she does, well, it's just going to prove the point that...
Is she a free agent is what you're telling me?
That's from what I understand. I had heard different from other sources that they're letting her do what she wants to do when she's been signed, but I guess...
That's what I've been told because there's no way... Well, if Vince was around, there's no way that Vince is letting people like Bailey take a plane ride over to hang out with her.
Or let Carl Anderson defend the title.
Yes. So, I don't know. I believe that it's a new way for Sasha to come back with a whole new
gimmick, yeah.
Yep, Mercedes Moné. I was never Sasha Banks, but I am the person that brings the cash money to the banks. Like, I can picture a whole promo.
Well, we'll find out Wednesday if she shows up on Dynamite, but I don't think she's going to. I'll be surprised if she does. Put it that way.
What now? If you don't mind me asking, where are the rumors and what are making people feel like she'll be at Impact on Wednesday?
Because they announced Tony Storm as
Saraya's partner.
Partner, but they think that, and it could happen. The other chick that was sitting with him is going to go heel and take out Tony Storm, and then Sasha's going to show up. I don't know.
I get the attitude from Sasha when Mercedes Moné. She goes, I think she'd be kind of person. I think she's beyond AEW.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope so.
You know, but the thing of it is, like, I'm watching Rampage or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I got them too.
It's just I don't understand.
They're live tonight for 2 hours too. I believe
they're all over the place. The storytelling's all over the place.
Yeah. I don't really like. I don't watch AEW for storytelling. I do. I watch it because there's certain guys I like to watch work. I like watching Claudio Castagnoli. So here's another thing, and I'm going to go watch the match. I'm going to watch Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin because all the Forbes is the only guy that shit on the match where there's other like places that I look today and people are saying it was one hell of a match. So I want to see it.
Sensibility wise.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Wrestling don't make sense nowadays, Mike.
Right. So
am I lying?
No.
But the beginning of the match, it's like he hit him with the skateboard and blah 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 blah, and Joe didn't really recover like he should have.
Yep.
The size difference.
Yep.
It wasn't really believable.
Okay.
I'm not shitting on the match. I'm just saying that it wasn't believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Darby Allin's 120 pounds soaking wet, and Samoa Joe is just supposed to be this monster.
Yeah.
You know, and he dominated, and to Forbes' point, he dominated Wardlow the entire week. So I get where Forbes is coming from.
Yeah, that gives Wardlow no credibility at all.
Oh yeah, they killed Wardlow's gimmick's done. He's done. Yeah. That's what you call being buried.
I think that can I tell you something? I think that it has to do with there's no real agents in AEW.
Nope.
And Tony Khan probably believes what Samoa Joe wants to do. And
you gotta look at it this way. The only one person that probably could have got that locker room in line and did everything is back in WWE.
Yeah, but he was the main reason I hear why Regal was so gung-ho to leave is because he would be talking to the boys and they would walk away from him.
Yep.
I heard Moxley's doing some producing now backstage at AEW.
It's Moxley, Jericho, Jerry Lynn, Billy Gunn.
I love how the new set is basically WWE's old set.
Oh my God, is it?
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I just sit there. I've been staying off of social media because I just don't want to like.
I'll say this one thing: the Gun Boys would be way better in WWE than they are in AEW.
Yeah.
They're sports entertainers. They've been watching their dad too much. Like the promo they cut last night would be beautiful for SmackDown, beautiful for Raw. AEW, they're like, "Will you fucking idiots get the hell out of the ring?" That's the one thing. They're not meant to be in AEW. Billy Gunn going to take his bag and and Triple H is the goddamn guy in charge. He'll give you a fucking job, for crying out loud. That's the mind-blowing thing.
I like the fact Biff Music is now a trainer down at the Performance Center.
Trainer.
So with that being said, we were talking about the Mandy Rose. And like when I had posted that, and then I did not say that drinking and driving and showing your tits and ass was anything of comparison. And the Gazoo comes on and goes, "It's apples and oranges." Yes, totally apples and oranges. That I get. Okay.
The Gazoo.
It's totally apples and oranges. Yeah. So I'm like, theoretically, you're absolutely right. But so it's okay to show your tits and ass. But hey, go get yourself all fucking drunk up and go fucking kill somebody. And you know what? You can have it happen to you 4 fucking times and you'll still have your job.
Yep.
That's what you know what I mean? That's called privilege. And then look at Jeff Hardy. Then let's talk about Jeff Hardy. So you're gonna tell me that fucking Jeff Hardy and that like kids watch it point blank. It's WWE. Even if it was, say, the next day, like Dana White got caught on camera punching his wife.
Yeah.
Do you think Dana White's gonna live that thing down? Even if his wife was drunk out of her mind and she swung at him first? It don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It is apples and oranges. But when push comes to shove, you wrote a contract. You're told not to do these things. You do them anyways. It's bad perception to the fans. It's bad perception to the company. It's just like Vince McMahon. You won't. I guarantee you will not see him on TV. If you see him on TV, fucking people will go ballistic. You know, he's not coming back, man.
Vince McMahon is coming back for one reason and one reason only.
Yep.
Huh? He's back with the company.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know. He's back because the TV deals are coming up. And they're saying the only way that he can get a solidified buyer for the money he wants, he has to. Yep. He's simply back to do a real business deal. He's there to the TV fucking deals, and that's who the TV companies want to deal with. They don't want to deal with anybody else. They want to deal with Vince. Now, I did not tell you the one hidden gem that could throw an obscene amount of money to the WWE could be Amazon Prime. That was one thing I read. Amazon is with Amazon taking the NFL Thursday. Now, from what I understand, they're going to be showing Major League Baseball games starting in 2024. Amazon is hopping on the sports train, my friend. And you can't tell me Amazon isn't smart to see how much the WWE, when they went over to the Peacock network, how good that did for that application.
Well, that deal's coming up at the end of this year.
That's what I mean. Everything is coming up right now, Mike. That's why he's back. Because
Except for Fox. Fox has still got another 3 years.
Okay.
USA's coming up, and so is a Peacock.
Yep, and that's all NBC. That's why he's back. He is back for the negotiations, and I also believe he's back because that company is going to be sold.
But do you think in some form or way he's bitter? Do you think he's bitter?
No, absolutely not.
Listen, the Forbes of the world automatically think that because he's back on the board that he's going to take over creative and he's going to ruin WWE. And yes, Mickey Biggs too. He said the same thing on a post. Like, come on.
I'm going to boycott the product. Boycott it.
Go ahead.
They don't care.
No, I'm like, boycott it. He's not nothing to do with creative. It's already he said it himself. Yep. Nothing is changing in the day-to-day operations. I am here to make a sale and take over the business part of it. That's it.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to do with creative. He's got nothing to do with the talent. Like, I'm sure he sees what Triple H has done.
Yep.
Why mess with it?
Yep.
You're making money
I'm sure if he sells it, Triple H and Stephanie will.
I believe that'll be one thing. Now, wouldn't it be a surprise if Triple H and Stephanie negotiate the whole thing and then they become part owners with whatever major company ends up buying it? Like, there's so many possibilities, man. There's so many. But I can see the WWE moving. I can honestly see them moving from USA and NBC and Peacock to a huge. I can see it. I can see it. And that's just what I believe. I believe it's time. I believe that Vince is getting older. I think Vince will make the right deal. He'll sell the company just like Dana White did with UFC. And then Dana White wrote him in, made part of the stipulation is the sale that he stayed on as the day-to-day guy that does all the business. And that company, the people who bought it were like, yes, we want you to stay because we know it can make us money. Guaranteed what will happen is the company that buys it, they don't know shit about wrestling. You cannot own a company if you don't know anything about wrestling. You know what I mean? Just
that's
look at.
I like the Disney sale because they know entertainment.
Yep.
Right, but it would be WCW all over again.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they'll be bringing in people that have no business booking.
Yep.
That's never going to happen.
No.
Vince won't let that happen, and neither will Triple H or Stephanie.
Yeah, that's why I could be, if it's being sold, it's going to be sold to people that are gonna keep the idea of wrestling.
And the thing of it is, Vince McMahon's not even the chairman of the board. Stephanie still is.
Yeah.
He's just on the board.
Yes.
That's it. He's not chairman of the board. He's just on the board. That's it.
And they want him there specifically for negotiations because all these companies over the years only want to negotiate with Vince.
Yep.
So
I mean, sorry. He did strong arm his way into it though when he said that he wouldn't approve anything unless he was on the board.
Yeah.
Because as I stated this before, when he first retired, he still owns 81% of the company.
Yep. Yep. He's majority rules, baby.
Yep.
Majority rules.
How much longer are you going to be on? Because I am starting to feel like crap.
It's all right, buddy. 45 minutes and 45 seconds is good for a debut run. We talked our thing. We got some therapy out there. It was an incredible show for the night. We'll return next week. So hopefully more wrestling news will come out of this. Vince McMahon news. More will further on this. And the one thing, Mandy Rose needs to wrestle again. She could.
You're frozen, Jay.
You can't hear him, Mike?
Nope. He's frozen.
Yeah.
How was your holidays, Pelly?
All right, spent it with the folks. And the big thing over Christmas was the World Junior Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada won that last night. So.
Oh, did they?
That's good. And it was held here in Halifax, so the whole town was pretty busy, and they won in overtime. So,
well, that's awesome.
Yeah, they got this one kid, Connor Bedard. He's going to be the next Wayne Gretzky, bud.
I don't know about that.
Connor Bedard. He broke the Canadian record for the most points in a tournament, and he's 17 years old.
That's good. Let's see if he comes back on. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna bounce out of here because I'm tired.
All right, buddy. Give him a second.
COVID's been kicking my ass.
Yeah. You didn't have any vaccinations or anything?
I can't. I'm allergic to the proteins in it. It could kill me. So.
Where you living? Are you still in New Hampshire?
Sorry, boys, my internet went down. We're having a storm up here right now.
Yeah, I'm still in New Hampshire. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, it's good to know that you're alive in one piece and things are starting to mentally get better for you.
I'm trying.
There you go, brother. So, well, everyone, we want to thank you for those of you who tuned in this evening, and for those of you who will listen in the future. For the APOC, for the Sidewalk himself, I'm Jason Rumble, and you were listening to Late Night Talkin Wraslin with Jason Rumble and Da Boyz. We'll see you next time, and continue to support professional wrestling. Yes, buddy. Where the hell are you? Oh, man.
Who's that?
I couldn't find the ending song.
Hey, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I want you to listen to Inside the Gorilla Position with Jason Rumble and the Boys.
on the street as kids, so never dream that they'd be doing